This is something that I haven't seen before. Even with films that people know is going to be absolute trash, you'll look at the like and dislike button and the likes still overthrow the dislike button. But when it comes to the Lord of Rings, Rings of Power, check out that ratio. Amazon, you're in troubles. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Beta J, back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And we're going to speak about how the fans have completely took over, some say defeated, Amazon Rings of Power when it comes to showing the studios, Amazon studios, that people dislike this filth and trash that's coming out. And I'm going to expose some things that they're doing, secretly trying to change a certain character that Tolkien wrote, trying to switch up names. I'm going to expose that later on in the video, so you need to watch this all the way through. But before we get into that, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell. Because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes me feel oh so good and oh so swell, yeah. But yeah, 2 weeks ago, Super Bowl, Amazon dropped the trailer, and it wasn't the reactions that everybody thought. Yeah, it wasn't the reactions that everybody thought. You can go through and look at the Amazon UK, the Amazon Prime. You can look at all these Amazon channels who's been promoting the Rings of Power, Lords of the Rings show, and it's not looking good. The dislike button is overriding the like button. People hate it, people dislike it, and this is the thing about it. They never estimated the hardcore Tolkien fans fan base. The fandom is serious. The fandom is very detailed. You can get away with this stuff when talking about Marvel. You can get away with talking about this with DC, even Star Trek, even Star Wars. But the Tolkien fandom is something serious, man. And when you understand Tolkien lore, you will see why. You can take one character from a Tolkien's book, Lord of the Rings, the Silmarillions, the Hobbit, take that one character out. And this was how precise J.R.R. Tolkien was. You took that character and you can trace back their bloodline for centuries, man. It wasn't nobody out there in the fictional or fantasy world that ever done that. Tolkien made the standard when it came to fantasy. So it is no reason why, it's no surprise why that out there people are hitting that dislike button and going crazy. And I believe Amazon Studios, they are very afraid. This has never happened. This haven't done. I'm telling you, when you look at Rise of Skywalker, everybody was disappointed with Star Wars The Last Jedi. I'm not going to go into it, but you know why people was pissed off. People knew going in the Rise of Skywalker was going to be a mess. But even when you watch those trailers, those likes are still overriding those dislikes button. This has never happened in Hollywood, period. Amazon is afraid. And something huge is coming. I'm getting emails. I'm getting people messaging me in my Instagram, and they telling me, Fatal J, we need to get something together and show Amazon that we petition this stuff, man. And based off the Snyder Cut fandom, you know, I'm a part of that. The Snyder Cut fandom, it proved that if the fans come together, you can even get a movie that you want. So don't ever count out that say petitions and boycotts and stuff like that don't work. If you get enough people together, you can get what you want. And this is what they should have been doing in the beginning when it comes to the Lord of the Rings. Give the people what you want, what they want. Don't give us this agenda crap. Don't give us this diversity crap. Yes, I'm a black man. I love black representation, but only when it's needed. I can understand if they did a Black Panther movie and they made the whole cast white. I will understand the madness. But when it comes to this Tolkien stuff, most of the characters was from the European part of the Middle Earth world. Also, Tolkien had dark characters, dark-skinned characters, black characters, whatever you want to call it. When you go to the Hadrim, they was a little lower under the Europeans portion of the world. The Hadrim was actually the African portion of Middle Earth, the African likeness. You could have used those characters, but no. It's all about agenda. It's all about this crap. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about, since you guys may think I'm making this stuff up. They got a new black character, a black elf named Disike. Now, it was only one female elf talked about in the whole Tolkien Middle Earth lore. That character was named Disike, and that was Thorin Oakenshield's sister. It was his younger sister. The only female elf that they talked about in the whole Middle Earth lore that Tolkien ever talked about. Isn't it no surprise that this character right here is named Disike, and this character right here is called the J.R.R Tolkien part? They're slowly trying to change his lore. But you, my friend, that's watching this video right here is not having that, and that is perfect. And it looks like when we get to September, it's going to be real interesting how this stuff play out, how it goes down. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get nuts. But it was your fault, Amazon. It was your fault, Jeff Bezos. You was all about thinking, okay, I got the cash cow. I waited till Christopher Tolkien died, and now I can do whatever I want. That's the same mistake that Star Wars made. When George Lucas gave up and signed that contract, they thought they could do anything to the characters and the fans would just eat it up, and no, that's not happening. You guys let me know, what do you think about the ratio? Do you think it's going to lead to a bigger thing? Do you think the petitions will work? You let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell. Because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes me feel oh so good and oh so swell. I'm out of here. Ninja!